minutes of pure entertainment with musicians, writers, and actors to motivators, chefs, and even rappers to up-and-comers with the it factor. It's the Jazzie K.Ward coming at ya. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs. Tune in, chime in, sit back, relax. Have fun, some smiles, a few laughs.
What's up, Dr. G?
And you know I can't see or hear without my glasses. I got my glasses on so I can hear you too.
Wait a minute. You see and hear me?
I cannot hear without my glasses. You know, we associate things by our senses, so I got to see it to hear it too. It's just a hot mess. It is what it is. But I'm here. Happy Monday. Happy Monday.
How was your weekend? What did you do?
It was good. I went to my niece's wedding yesterday in this beautiful castle in New Jersey. It was phenomenal. And after I saw what she spent, I asked her, let me hold something.
Actually, can I get $3?
Well, you know, if I'm getting something for me, I'm sharing with you and Chef. So I'm just saying I was trying to get a little something because this was a little extra, but it was beautiful. And the weather wound up being nice up here in New Jersey, New York. So it was a good day.
Well, that's good. Well, tell her let me hold something. So because I need to pay you and Chef D.
Chef, we never gonna get paid. We keep messing with him. Just the shade is real. The shade is real. But okay.
The shade is definitely real. Happy Monday. We see people coming in the room. Welcome to another edition of Artist Talk. Of course, I'm Jazzie K.Ward with the lovely, gifted, talented co-host, Dr. Shontell Graham. But we just call her Dr. G over here. Okay.
Make it simple.
Make sure you follow Dr. G. Let them know how to follow you. Find you.
Well, see, we have okay, so we're gonna have a little audience poll right now because I get the complaint about your name is too long. It's Dr. G at the App Life for the win. Listen, that's my email right there, but Dr. G App Life for the win. We gotta shorten that. Any suggestions? Please let me know. I will change it on all social media platforms, but I'm just trying to find something a little more snazzy. But I'm Dr. G, and that was taken already. So don't tell me Dr. G, people. It was taken already. I thought about that.
Just put it in the chat and Dr. G, we go back and look at the comments and we appreciate everybody joining us each and every Monday. For those who go back and watch the replay, thank you. Those who are on the YouTube channel, welcome. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share.
Okay. See, you got all three of them this time. That's what I'm talking about. Like, subscribe, and share. Do all of them.
Do all of that. And go to K.Ward Radio on my Facebook page and like, subscribe, and share, and follow, and all that. And if you don't, what do we say, Dr. G?
Hashtag shame on you.
You see this shirt right here?
That is a wonderful shirt. I love that. That's gorgeous.
Dr. G did that.
I don't have one. How come I don't have one?
And our Artist Talk, a mug right there.
See, we're so exclusive that even Jazzie gets things that I don't even have because we're just that exclusive.
Yeah. So happy Monday, y'all. But y'all, we are so excited about the show. Kelly Jones is in the house. But right here on Artist Talk, when Dr. G and I get together, we create a space where creativity, culture, and conversations meet. That's just what we do over here, y'all. So today we're excited to welcome a truly special guest, a phenomenal saxophonist. Cali brings a sound, a spirit, a story that I would say moves people. We're honored to have him on the show for a deep dive into his artistry, his journey, and the music that shapes the world. So, Dr. G, I think we should go ahead and kick off Artist Talk.
Let's kick it off.
Live from WKRW, welcome to Artist Talk, a live one-on-one conversation with your host, the man with the golden voice, Jazzie K.Ward.
Ooh, welcome back, y'all. I just love the intro. You know, my friend, recording artist Sean LaBelle, he did that intro. He did he's been doing my intros for
Love it.
a long time. I don't know if y'all know Sean LaBelle, but you should get to know him. He's an amazing musician. But hey,
Okay.
welcome back to the show. He's been on the show here a couple times too.
Well, sometimes you gotta bring him back, give him a little refresher.
Give him a little refresher. But did y'all know today, before we get into bringing a guest on, did you know today was National Puppy Day?
See, I love that. Because
Yeah.
again, we go back to some of these national days that people just be pulling them out the back of their or the crack of their. We're not going to say that, but
Yeah.
they just be making things up. I'm going to pull out a National Artist Talk Day.
Dr. G, go ahead and work on that.
I'm going to work on it. Okay.
Work on that. So
If I put it on the calendar and circulate it enough, somebody going to buy into it. So we're just going to make up our own thing. How about that?
oh, we're going to do that. It's a beloved celebration promoting puppy adoption and awareness about a responsible pet care.
Look at this one over here. Look at this one over here. National
National-
Hennessy Day.
I'm sure they do have that day, y'all.
Look, somebody somewhere has that day. I promise you.
know.
Somebody somewhere has that day. Yeah.
We're gonna ask our guest Cali, does he like Hennessy?
I don't know. Cali may be into shenanigans with Chef. So I don't know.
So tell you just a little bit about our guest. He was born and raised in Southeast Virginia. Cali Jones first encounter music in the 6th grade. Now 27 years old, Jones learned to grow as a saxophonist through listening to the greats such as Michael Brecker, Boney James, and while performing his craft. Upon graduating from York High School, he started working in his alma mater marching band as an assistant director for over a decade. Now, Cali has the opportunity to work and perform and collaborate with some very gifted and amazing musicians like Dave Koz, Nathan Mitchell, Lamech, Quentin Gerard, Paul Brown, and the list goes on. Now, while taking a big hiatus, 24-25, Cali decided to reach out to Grammy-winning producer, smooth jazz guitarist, Paul Brown, to record some new music. And I'm gonna tell you, y'all, the new music is slamming. It is slamming. It is slamming. It's slamming. So I'm gonna cut all that out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Artist Talk recording artist, saxophonist, Mr. Cali Jones.
Hello, how everybody doing tonight?
Good. Cali, we don't see your Hennessy over there.
Hey man, it's hidden. I got to keep that. That's a secret cocktail I got right there, man.
Okay. You can't tell everybody everything, creativity.
That's cool. So how was your Monday? Well, coming off the weekend, how was your weekend?
Weekend was relaxing, surprisingly. I work for a government contractor, so I don't do a whole lot of stuff on the weekends right now. Just trying to get some stuff done and do the music on the side for now, and we're trying to get that rolling. So yeah, but overall, very good weekend, very relaxing.
I like that. How is the weather in Virginia? Because here in Alabama, it was a beautiful 80 degrees and sunny.
He just loves to brag about that.
Do you want me to talk like a weatherman, or do you want me to be honest?
Be honest.
Be honest.
So the weather here sucks.
Okay.
Just gonna be entirely honest with you. The weather here is awful. I think we dropped from 85 degrees one day to 40 in the span of about 4 hours.
Wow.
That's us in New York. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Everybody running around in shorts and tank tops. They back outside, and then the next day you got to put on scarf, hat, and winter coats and a full length North Face. But that's just me.
Yep.
Right.
That's
What is
pneumonia weather.
pneumonia?
Weather.
Same
Yep.
thing happened here in Alabama. I think it was last week. It was like 80 degrees, and then the next day, it snowed.
Yep. That's Virginia.
Wow. Yeah.
That's
Well,
Virginia. You never
you
know.
gotta realize too. Remember, the first day of spring was just last week, so it get a little warm. Y'all gotta calm down. It's a warm day. It's not summer. We not back outside yet. Y'all gotta just
Chill.
pause a little
Yep.
bit. Pause. Give it a chance. It just hit spring. We were still into winter up until last week. So sometimes you gotta just take it easy a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah,
Let's
just have a
take it.
glass of wine and just relax.
That's cool.
Or as Chef would say, a little Hennessy.
Hey,
See?
Tennessee works too.
Hennessy.
He
Long
said-
Island, something.
Oh yeah, you did say you like a Long Island. You
Love a
did say.
Long Island.
Chef D can give you. I don't know how do you like it prepared? Because Chef D can give you amazing recipes.
1,000 ways. Chef got at least 1,000 ways to prepare Hennessy.
It depends on what I'm going for at the end of the night.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
That's all I'll say about that.
Okay, we like that. So welcome. We're so glad to have you back on the show. I remember you were here back in 2025, and some things have changed. And I remember, y'all, if you haven't heard this song, "Ooh Baby Baby," it's available. You can still go download it, y'all. You can still
Yep.
go
Yep,
download it.
Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff.
We like it. So what's been going on since the last time we chopped it up, Cali?
Well, that's a loaded question. So, you guys probably saw on Facebook and stuff that I've been dealing with a lot of medical TMJ issues. So those of you that don't know, TMJ is a jaw disorder that is involved with the joint and it's called temporomandibular
Joint.
disorder of some sort. I probably butchered that, but
No,
anyway,
you did good. You did good. I would say you
but
did good.
yeah, so it basically is lockjaw is the layman's terms for it, and it's pretty brutal. So I had to stop playing for about a year or so, and that was extremely rough. I took a hiatus for about a year, and then I decided to pick it back up, see if I could just push through the pain for a little bit till I can get it kind of subsided. And still a work in progress, but we're back and having a great time. So
If you put your finger right here underneath your ear
and
open and close your mouth, that is your TMJ joint.
Yep.
So imagine that joint locking up or building calcifications in there where you cannot open. No, right here.
Oh, I
Yep.
feel it.
So imagine if you open and close your mouth and you can't do that.
Yep.
I know some of you guys would like for your wives or spouses or whatever that to have a little locked door so they can't talk to you to death, or try to lose a little weight, lock it up. But we don't want that to happen naturally. So yeah, so that's that joint, and you have it on both sides. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yep.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
painful.
It can be painful. Yep.
Oh well. Well, we hope things are getting better for you, Cali, with that. We're glad to see you back.
It's a work in progress for sure.
Okay. Just, taking off that long, do you have to get back to practice on the saxophone without, like, what is that process like?
Yeah, it's like I said, everything's a work in progress. So you take a year off, you lose your stamina in the embouchure and the lip muscles and the jaw muscles and the cheek muscles. The whole face is involved in your entire there's little teeny tiny muscles that you have to work out.
Wow.
And most people don't even realize that theirs are there, but saxophonists use them pretty on a regular basis. So if you don't play for over a year, you tend to lose the stamina and the muscle memory and stuff like that. So it took a long while to get that back up and running.
Oh yeah. So it kind of makes me think about, things Dr.G talks about on her segment Mind, Body, and Soul, and things we said. Some of the smallest things sometimes we can take for granted.
Absolutely.
Things that
Little things you got to remember. Everything you can use. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it. So if he's not using those muscles all the time, and while they're very small, it's like fatigue. It's like if you don't work out, you go from being nice and fit to being a little bit more chunky. Or as they say professionally, you have more adipose tissue. That just means you gain some fat. Okay. So
Yeah.
if you don't use it, you will lose it. And it's just a matter of, and it takes you so long to perfect that. So but it's so quick to lose it. And it's just,
That is so
that
true.
turnaround time is just crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Very much so.
And so that kind of, when we were talking about it, kind of segues into my, my real you questions. We do that segment before we get started. So my first question for you, Cali, is as it comes to life and identity, what season of your life do you feel that you're in right now? Whether it's building, healing, evolving, or rediscovering?
So I think I could probably fit into all of those categories right now. Right now, in my full-time career, I am developing, building, and trying to establish financial stability, those kinds of things. And I think that, as far as musically, I am definitely rediscovering a lot of things about myself that um, I won't say I wasn't being truthful with it. I would say I was probably not not using it at the moment, and I'm trying to be as true and authentic as I can now without any, misdirection of any kind, and that kind of stuff. I'm listening to a lot of people. Picking and choosing who I listen to is very important to me right now, being certain that I can trust the people I'm listening to.
All right.
And you live and learn, and you move on. And I'm into the rebuilding and rebranding process, and we're going on.
That's
Moving
right.
onward and
See,
upward.
he said key. But last week, when I told you about authenticity,
Yeah.
that is your authority. The truer you are to yourself, the more authority that you have, because it's just power in that. Once you, no one can change you. No one can change the real you. That's just it. You take it or you leave it.
That's right.
100%.
I love that.
100%.
And, I also like to check on people when it comes to your mental, emotional well-being, which I think is so important for all of us, right? So how do you navigate, Cali, moments when you really just don't feel your strongest self?
You just have to really remember that it's one step at a time, one minute, 1 second, 1 hour at a time. And if you have to go that far, and if not, just one day at a time.
Yeah.
It's really a matter of literally just doing everything step by step, trying to, get one thing done and then move on to the next. And just keep it rolling that way. And it
Sometimes
works really
you
well.
have to just #SYADSW.
And what does that?
Sit your ass down somewhere. I think,
Hallelujah.
and not in a negative way. I just think sometimes we tend to want to get everything done yesterday, or we want everything done right now. And
Yep.
some things is just a process. And as fast as you want it, it just takes a little bit longer than we expect. And remember, you're doing the best you can with what you have. So at the end of the day, you took the information that you had and you make the best decision. And it's always easy to look back and say, oh, I should have did this different, or I should have did that different. But remember, you only have a 33% chance of that turning out different. It could have been the same. It could have been worse. So it's a slight chance it would have turned out better. You just don't know.
That's true.
Give yourself a little grace. Yep, give yourself a little grace.
And I need that hashtag on a shirt.
Yeah, can I? I'm gonna copyright that. I'm gonna steal that from you.
No, too late. I already have it, sir. But I will make a shirt. I will make a shirt.
Almost had it.
Yeah.
Almost had it.
No. That's a good.
I love that.
Sometimes you just have to just stop, breathe,
true.
and then kind of regroup. Because sometimes we're doing. Sometimes things are not even about what we're doing wrong. A lot of times, the first thing we want to assume is that we're doing something wrong or not doing all we can do. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's other people. Sometimes other people. It's not always you. It's not always you.
And also, you gotta keep in mind, not everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a lot of other things too. But we can't just rely on other people. You got to be true to yourself.
And everybody that's with you ain't for you.
That is so true. And I think this is another part to kind of go into. I just see you, Cali, as on this healing journey, and things that have kind of happen in your life. And so this next kind of question kind of goes from healing, growth, and self-reflection.
Yeah.
So what's a lesson that life keeps teaching you over and over?
That's a really tough question.
Hashtag sit your ass down somewhere. No, I'm just
Yeah.
no, I'm just playing.
No, I would say, the lesson I keep having to go through is probably just taking it step by step, being thorough in everything that I do.
Right.
Just trying to, like she said, sit your tail down sometimes,
Right.
And I just think that you just got to take it step by step and hope for the best. And sometimes you just got to have a little faith.
That's true.
And I think that's just kind of where I'm at right now. So
Yeah, I appreciate that. And again, this segment, it's the real you, right? And we always, Dr. G and we always tell people, sometimes you may not have an answer, and that's okay. That's okay.
Yep.
So we don't always have all the answers, right? It may be a process, a journey that you're continuing to move through. And that's good. That's why I love doing this segment, the real you. I always tell people, I don't want you to, feel like you have to say something because it may be politically the correct thing to say. Just be the real you.
Yep.
And I think if we have more real you people, and that's in everyday life and maybe in business and things, maybe things will be a little better, y'all. What y'all?
Yeah, I think that you just gotta take everything with a grain of salt and move on about your day.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's how I feel. So hey, everybody, welcome to the show. Welcome to Artist Talk Jazzy After Dark. I'm Jazzy. Of course, Dr. G is in the house as always. Thank you, Chef D. And our special guest is recording artist and saxophonist Cali Jones. And if you don't know this man, shame on you. Go over to CaliJonesMusic.com so you can check out his website. Download his music. Ooh, baby, all the electric shock in 2022, right? Top 5 hits on the Groove Jazz radio charts, Sirius XM watercolors. Cali, you are the man, my brother.
Yes, that
I appreciate that so much.
So,
it's the it factor. We love it.
Thank you.
So when you hear all that, how does that make you how does that make you sound? Reading your bio, you've been in music since the 6th grade, but did you see yourself at that age, or even maybe as you got a little older, did you see yourself being here at this moment?
Never in a million years. I was actually just writing an email to somebody thanking them for what they do for the industry. And I was going on about, how what they do is as impactful as anything else in the world. And I think that it paved the way for a lot of people like me to see which directions to move in. And I never in a million years would have thought that I would be potentially on Sirius XM watercolors for a second time, hopefully in the next couple weeks. And, let alone get on it in the first place. To almost sell out a concert hall and to be on radio stations in South Africa, Europe, Asia, South America, Canada, like it's actually quite amazing, and it just feels amazing. So thank you to all the fans that have been supporting me through that.
Yeah. So what does your family and friends say about that?
I have the best support system that anybody could ever ask for. So, they're extremely proud. They're actually on here tonight. Shout out mom and dad, and all the other family members and friends that are out. I think I saw John Marshall commented a few minutes ago saying, "Hey buddy, how you doing?" And, so yeah, I have the best support system out here, and it genuinely is, it's very humbling. It's very, it feels very good to have that behind you.
Hey, that's good. Cause I was going to say, like, your fan base, even they're right there in your hometown of Virginia, like, how does it feel? Like, have you ever been in the car at some point and you just like, oh, that's my song playing on the radio?
It's caught me off guard a couple times, actually. It's caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for it. Yeah, definitely.
You're ready for it. Because, I always wonder about that. Like your coworkers with your full-time work, like, do they know what you do as far as your music career?
They do.
Okay.
They know that I'm a musician. They know I do a lot of gigs in the area and stuff like that. But I don't think it really hits it until I show them, the list of
Oh,
things that I've
Wow.
accomplished, and I'm very proud of it. I try to stay humble with it, and
yeah.
I just kind of I'm excited to share that with the people that I work with and stuff. So, and they're
Yeah.
receptive of it, very
Well,
receptive.
I'm excited that you are back here on the show for the second time, and y'all, he has a new song that's coming on. We're gonna talk about it a little later. Gonna play this song, Midnight Strip. I when you hear it, I'm just gonna say, whoa. That's just when I heard the
Yeah,
song. It's
thank you
like
so much, man. I appreciate
the
that.
song is like, whoa. So what's been like the biggest shift in your music or creative process since the last time we talked?
I would say, just really leaning. I've always had a very strong attraction to the very urban, the sultry, the silky smooth, the
Mhm.
sexy,
Mhm.
90s R&B, Quiet Storm era, and
Right,
I've never really explored that as a musician as much as I should have, given the attraction I have to it.
right.
So I've been leaning heavily into that kind of vibe, and I've found that it's just that much easier for me to love what I do, knowing I can just play exactly what I want to play, how I want to play it,
Yeah,
you know.
that's a good thing.
So
Because I was gonna say, like, what's your process of you're getting ready to create a new sound, a new song? Is it just say, well, I need to work on a new project, or are you just what's that process? You sit down and write out notes, or you in the car at work and you hear something and you be like, oh,
yeah, so typically what happens is I'll reach out to a producer. I don't
okay,
actually write the songs directly myself. The
okay,
melodies are kind of co-written. Um, and I think that, shout out to Buddy Jordan and Paul Brown for these two singles. Buddy Jordan is a writer based out of the Baltimore area, but I think he lives in North Carolina now.
okay,
And Paul Brown produced and co-wrote the song as well. But I think that you reach out to them and you have this baseline of an arrangement that you're trying to develop. And I think that, when you have that already kind of developed, it makes it that much easier to write a melody or help write a melody. And it just kind of flows. It just kind of happens. You just jam out to the track and you just keep working it until a melody appears.
right,
And then it just kind of happens naturally, to be
yeah.
honest.
And I know you've been in the business for a while, but Kelly, someone that really wants to kind of follow in your footsteps. What any words? What business wise when it comes to this industry? Because you hear so many things about the industry, and you have so many gifted and talented artists. What's what's say three things if you can share, maybe more, but to tell them that they need to kind of get together. It's a little bit more than you can be talented playing an instrument, but you still need to know the
Absolutely.
business, right?
I would say the best thing to do is just stay authentic to yourself, be true to yourself. Excuse me. And I think that is one of the most important things that you can do as a musician, as a business owner. You try to be true to yourself, and what you want to do is what you're going to do.
Yeah,
And the other thing is, just be ready for people to try to take advantage of you.
Yeah.
Be careful who and what you say and who you say it to.
Hmm.
Just be very careful with that. There are some people that will very quickly take advantage of you,
Wow.
and just keep your eyes in the back of your head. Other than that, just be true to yourself. Keep eyes in the back of your head, and just kind of just go with the flow.
That's
yeah,
a
See
lot.
what happens.
That's a lot. You got to remember too, everybody that's out there looking for that fast buck, they're not really there to promote you or nurture you. It's like, how can I get in and get out and take all that I can without being a creative person? So we
Absolutely.
have this thing we talk about where you have to learn how to mind your business, keep your mind on your business, know about the business side of incorporating, owning your rights to your music and things like that, because it's always someone out there looking for that get rich quick scheme.
yeah, that's true.
Absolutely. And just one of those things is just, be sure to not everything needs to be shared
That's true.
up front. Not everything needs to be your business does not need to be out in the world.
No.
So be honest. It's just being honest.
It does not. And for more information on our guests, saxophonists, and recording artists, go to CaliJonesMusic.com. That is the website, people. He's our special guest right here on Artist Talk Jazzy After Dark with my co-host, Dr. Shontell Graham, Dr. G at the App Life. Make sure you check her and follow her out. Hey, everybody. So welcome to the show. And so what we're going to do now, we're going to take a break. We're going to go have Mind, Body, and Soul segment with Dr. G, and we're going to talk it up again and more with Cali Jones. And y'all, I have to share, right? This video, y'all are going to be blown away when we show it, okay? So don't go anywhere. Go pop you some popcorn, pull you some wine, cranberry juice, or whatever you like. And we'll be right back.
Not that long. Sure. Jazzy, we got like 55 hours. You're going to come right back in 2 minutes, in a minute. You can't pop popcorn in a minute.
You know what I mean, Dr. G. Let's go, Chef D.
You can pour a bottle of...
It's time for Health and Wellness Check-In with Dr. Shontell Graham. Tips for the mind, body, and soul.
Now, you got to bring Jazzy back in here. I be trying to test Jazzy and quiz Jazzy, but sometimes Jazzy doesn't do too well on the quizzes. So we got to get Jazzy back in here.
Oh, I was going to pop some popcorn.
You don't have that much time. So let's talk about this. I'm going to narrow it down a little bit. This is going to be a food, okay, that you can add into your diet. It's going to help with inflammation. Now, I know we talk about inflammation all the time, and people think about inflammation, they think about arthritis all the time. But when you think, and it's not Hennessy. So you think about anti-inflammatory, think about inflammation, things that's going to help with your wrinkles. It's going to help if you have chronic pain, if you have arthritis, bronchitis, if you have osteoporosis, if you have diabetes, if you have hypertension, okay? Then this is going to also help with, it helps fight cancer. Basically, it's been proven to help fight certain lung cancers and skin cancers. Next, it also is great for, this may help with Chef because he likes to do Hennessy. This helps with your mental health. It has been proven that this food will, it's been helped with treating depression because it has triceptins, which is going to help you kind of get that relaxed mode and that kind of like ease mode. It helps you do that. It also helps with this is for weight loss. It kind of helps with detoxification. It helps with taking those toxins and making them water soluble where you can flush them out your body much easier. And the one thing, I know it's Women's Month, but we're going to throw this one thing in there for men. It helps with libido because it helps with opening blood vessels and help with flowing of blood to kind of get that stuffing together. And it helps boost energy. What is that fruit? I'll give you 10 seconds. Hennessy will not help with all that, Chef D. So think about it. A great anti-inflammatory, helps with blood flow, heart health, mental health, which has been proven to do that, certain cancers. And most people are not going to like it, but you can kind of work around it and put it into your diet.
Watermelon?
No, Kenneth has it right. It is actually beets. It is actually beets. Beets does all that. Listen, I know it's not the best thing, but I personally like to juice beets. I like to mix it with spinach and apples because it takes away that earthy taste of it. You're still going to smell the earthiness of beets no matter what you put it in. But if you want to give it a taste, if you juice it with some apples, a little bit of spinach or kale, the little ginger in there, it tastes pretty good. You don't taste it and it's good for you. So beets does all that. The fact that it helps with mental health, we always talk about checking in, making sure that you're good, things like that. But it has been known to help with depression, believe it or not.
Oh, wow. That's good to know. I take the beets, the Goli, the gummies.
We can work with that. We'll let you take that. But it's just easier to get it to go and get some natural beets. Because once you start doing the gummies and all that stuff, between the preservatives and the gelatin and the sugar, sometimes you just kind of wipe out what you got. But you can get dehydrated beets and make a juice with that. So you don't want to get the actual beet. And it doesn't taste as earthy. But again, if you juice it, It'll knock that taste right out. So get you
Okay.
some beets. Get you some beets. Get you some beets.
I like that. But I get the no sugar Goli gummies.
Yeah, okay, you keep trying to get around it. Okay. But the one thing about it, there's always a downside to it. If you have any kidney disease or gallbladder disease, you want to stay away from beets. It's not the best thing for you. So again, we're going to consult our doctors and not Dr. Who.
Google.
We don't go to Dr. Google because it'll give you so many things that will just not be the best thing. Yes, I love pickled beets too. What?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll have to try those. I never tried pickle.
They have this one, and I don't advertise anybody brand, but I get it from the supermarket. It's in a glass jar. We stay away from cans because cans have a lot of salt. But it's pickled beets and onions, and it's not bad. It's not
Okay.
bad. So grab some beets, people, and try it. Try different ways. Don't get stuck in it. I don't want to. It's gonna taste bad. It's gonna smell bad. Well, you know what? So is Hennessy. It tastes bad. It smells bad. For some other people, you don't like Hennessy. So go with
I
the
love
beets.
that.
For you.
I will try it in a smoothie. I will try it in that.
See, I'm a juicing girl. I'm not a smoothie girl. I feel like smoothies.
I mean a juice. You know what I mean? I meant a
juice. I'm telling you, you can get or do it concentrated. Do it instead of, if you don't want to do a whole glass of beet juice, concentrate, a little ginger, take you a shot, call it a day.
Gotcha. I'll do that. Thank you, Dr. G. We love that.
You're welcome.
And let people know how and where to find you, my friend.
My website, theapplife.info, or my email, drg@theapplife.info.
That's right. And, I'm going to have to ask you too, Dr. G, Cali Jones, after you hear this song in the OR.
But see, the thing about it is I've heard his music before, so he's already in my rotation. We're just going to have to add a little bit more. Just add a little bit more of him. That's it.
Y'all going to have this song on repeat.
I can't wait to hear it.
We can't hear weird. Hey, Kenneth. Hey, Nicole.
See, I think Kenneth was back there Googling what I was saying, but I'm just saying. But Kenneth is a regular, so we're gonna give him a little, little. But beets have been around for a while, and beets are great for you. Even the men that has a little problem with their little libido, blood flow helps you out a whole lot. So get you some beets. Now, don't say I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna come Mr. Strong. No, we're not saying that. We're just saying rotate it into your diet. Get yourself healthier the natural way.
I love it. Thank you, Dr. G. Mind, Body, and Soul. It's right here each and every Monday, 7 Central, 8 p.m. on Artist Talk. Thank you, Dr. G. So we're going back to our special guest, recording artist and saxophonist, Mr. Cali Jones.
Cali. We love it.
What's going on?
So, Cali, do you eat beets? Do you like beets?
What is that again?
Beets.
Beats by Dr. Dre?
Not the ones that you hear. I know he was going to go to not the ones you hear. Beets.
I've never heard of such a thing.
Oh, come on. Listen.
No, I've not eaten beets. No, I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan either. I know.
I might need to I might need to be a fan at some point, though. It sounds like they're very healthy for you.
See, that inflammation in the TMJ, that's going to help with that. It helps with a lot of muscle recovery, a lot of joint pain, and stuff like that. So even if you don't want to do a whole glass and drink a whole bunch of beets, I'm not saying go crazy. Make a little shot. Just take it and just keep moving on. Mix it with some ginger. Open up.
Chase it with some Hennessy.
You can even do that. You can chase it with Hennessy. I'll give you that. As long as you get 100%.
Ooh, I love that. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Again, don't forget to go over to CaliJonesMusic.com. That's the website. One of his latest songs, Ooh. So, Ooh, Baby, Baby, right? I'm still playing that song too. So, Ooh, Baby, Baby. Who did you work with on that track?
That was my previous producer, Martin Bloxson.
Okay.
Yeah.
You worked with him. So I want to read something. And this is a quote from Paul Brown. He said, Cali Jones has the silky smoothness of Boney James with the edge and power of Richard Elliott. Now,
yeah,
I was like,
I think he did say that. Yeah.
How does that make you feel? I love Boney James, and Richard Elliott is like amazing.
Richard Elliott is one of my idols. Boney James, of course, is an absolute monster on the horn. I could never expect to amount to anything of what they've accomplished, but I can say that I definitely have them as major influences in my my sound, my tone, my vibe.
Okay.
And I'm very happy that people are recognizing that.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's kind of what I was going for. You know, I'm not saying I'm trying to copy them. I'm trying to, you know, pave my own way, but I also, you know, those are heavy influences on my career for sure.
You know, typically I probably wouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say just enough. When I first heard your song, and when I first heard your music, it was the Ooh Baby Baby, right? Now, the song that we're gonna play tonight, Midnight Strut, I put you up there with the best.
The elite.
The elite. Wow. I mean, Cali, I don't know how you see yourself, but when I hear you play, and I mean, I've heard Ooh Baby Baby, but I don't know what happened within that last year.
Jazzie just like saying that Ooh Baby Baby. He just like saying
from
that.
Ooh Baby Baby to
Midnight
Strut.
For 2 years now.
I know. Ooh Baby Baby.
No, I really appreciate it, man. I thank you so much. Like I said, I'm taking it one day at a time, you know, and just being true to myself this time. You know,
I like that.
It's a whole rebrand, whole redesign. So I'm trying to be 100% authentic in everything I do. That's just the goal. That's all I can say.
Because you can't compare the songs, right? But what do you think your transition from Ooh Baby Baby to Midnight Strut?
I think it's a clean break from the past, and I think that, you know, obviously there's different environment, you know, different producer, different stuff like that, and both were great. You know, Martin was great. I'm really enjoying Paul. He is, you know, obviously one of the best in the industry, and you know, with 2 Grammys, I think that, you know, he tops out probably, if not the best producer in the industry, at least one of the best producers in the industry. I think that, you know, with working with influential people like that, and just surrounding yourself with world-class talent is makes all the difference for sure.
That's for sure. You know what? My anticipation, I can't hardly hold it any longer.
Can you play it? Because I'm ready for it.
We're just gonna play it, and then we're gonna come back with Cali, and we're gonna talk about the song. This is a world premiere right here on Artist Talk.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
World premiere.
Couple killers done, and everybody's gonna really dig it. It's kind of almost a throwback to Quiet Storm and super sexy, you know, soulful, urban type of music. You'll love it. It'll be very sexy. Both songs are kind of in the Isley Brothers, Tony James, real silky flow to it, and nighttime, between the sheets kind of thing. Yeah, it's a great way to put it.
Wow.
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 But
Thank you guys so
what can you
much.
say?
And then
I
he
love
makes
it.
it look like when he's playing, it's just so effortless. Like it's just like
Like a summer breeze, like a summer breeze. When I
now this is the stuff that I want to hear. Now I tune into Jazzie on Saturdays for those who don't. #shame on you. So this is the one way I kind of get my house clean. And y'all know old school. You put on some good music in the background, you get a lot done on a Saturday morning. And I know you're going to put this in rotation. Listen, I can see me now, vacuum cleaner out, jamming, singing to the mop. Listen, I'm ready to go.
yeah, the vibe is amazing. So when I hear it, I hear the Boney, I hear Richard Elliott, I hear the huge groove, all that mixture. But Callie Jones, you are in a lane all by yourself. Of course, there are comparisons and similarities, but I just want to tell you, my friend, that song, it just has a whole different feeling, a vibe, and I am so happy for you. I am so.
But you can see even when he's playing, it's just like it's like this is me. I don't have to. It just comes out naturally. It's just a flow. It just like I'm mad that it ended. I want to say hit it again. DJ, play it again.
Why not,
DJ.
right?
Well, we're gonna play it when we close out the show, y'all. We're gonna play it again and just let it flow. But I want to know: do you ever have a moment, Callie? You have to have this moment, like with the past year, some things you've been going through. Do you ever just say to yourself, when you listen to your music or even listen to this new song, and say, you know what? I did the damn thing. I did. I played the hell out of it.
You know what's funny? I'm having that moment right this very moment, right this second. It's actually happening. It's. I'm not gonna lie. I got a little bit of emotional watching that thing play.
Wow.
It was just kind of surreal in a way. Like this is something I've looked forward to for several months, upwards of a year. So I'm very glad to be on the show. Thank you for having me, by the way. And I'm very, very proud of what I've accomplished so far.
Listen, sometimes we get to the point we want to say, "Oh, let's just be humble." No, there are times that you got to shout to the mountaintops. I did it. This is me. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that you're bragging, but you got to take a stance and be proud of yourself. It's not like, "Oh, I'm bragging." I'm proud of what I did. Look where I came from and look where I am now. A year ago, what I was going through, I couldn't even see this far into what I'm
100%.
doing. And now it's here and it's like, oh, well, that is me. Yeah, lucky I can't sing because I'll be in here singing everything. I'll be singing hello, how are you? I'll be playing. Every time you see me, I'll pull out a saxophone and play something while I'll sing. Yeah, lucky it wasn't me. I will.
Little do we know she's like Whitney Houston. behind
No.
closed doors.
No. I'm saying right now. I know my limits. I'm a songbird. I sound good in the shower with the radio turned up. I'm a songbird for the Lord. So that's it.
We love it. Yeah, and people are saying you did that, Cali. People, they love the song, and so of course I'm getting messages. When is the song going to be released?
So actually, this song drops this Friday, midnight in every time zone, whichever time zone you're in. It drops on midnight. It's going to be out on Spotify, Apple Music, all
Will
the
it be on your
Deezer,
website?
Pandora.
Okay.
Say again.
Someone asked, will it be on your website?
It will be. You can actually pre-save my that song on your favorite streaming service. If you go to my website, it's the first thing you'll see. It's a big picture of my face, and you can't miss it. And you click that link, click the photo. It'll take you to a link that you can pre-save for your streaming service. Yep.
And so I have it on my Spotify because I pay for my Spotify account.
Mhm.
Could you please explain to the people? It's also important, people, like for the pre-save. When artists have new music that is going to be released, everybody, to get to radio, to get this, people don't, I can explain it, but I'm going to let you explain it, Cali. It's like when this music drops on a release, go get it.
Yes, absolutely. So, excuse me, the best way I could describe it is this is, as far as streaming goes, this is the best way that we can gauge, in a sense, how our music is going to be how it's going to be accepted, if it's going to be accepted, if people are going to love it, if people are going to hate it. It also just gives you a head start. That way, when you go to Spotify on Friday, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to search for it. You don't have to download it. It's already there. It's right there in front of your face, and you cannot miss it. So I think Spotify gives you a full-on
It does.
drop down, and they'll tell you what's been added. Cali Jones is out,
Right.
whatever it says. But it definitely is a very important gauge for us musicians as
Right.
to how we think things are going to go.
And it does help too with, especially when promoters and people's like, oh, well, Cali, would you please come to my city? Well, that's important for people to play the music so people can hear. I'm sure a lot of
100%.
artists want to come to New York. I would love to come to Alabama. I would love to come to Georgia, but I
100%.
need you to buy and play the music so it gets on the radio station.
Absolutely. Play, spin, listen to it all you possibly can, if you love it, of course. But just do everything you can to try to help. If you really love what us musicians are putting out, stream it. Talk to your radio hosts, talk to your promoters, talk to your event planners, talk to those people, and talk about us with those people. And eventually we might be able to get exposed to you guys as a musician. And I'm sure that you guys will be grateful for that in the long run.
Yeah. And so it drops this Friday.
It does. Yes, it does. This Friday, midnight. Don't miss it.
And so, just to help promote it, I'm going to schedule your video with a tag. This song drops, y'all. Go get it so it can stream on my pages. As a reminder, just go ahead and put a reminder in your phone about this song. So I always say, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. You know how things just go viral? Let's
But
push
the thing
this.
about it is, at the end of the day, you're sharing it and it's costing you absolutely nothing.
It takes 5 seconds.
And costing you absolutely nothing.
That's all it takes right there.
Yeah,
And
that's all.
cost you absolutely nothing.
It's free. Just share it
It's
all
free.
down your timeline.
350.
There you go. And so tell us, how was it working with Paul?
Paul is, like I was telling you before we started the stream, he is a whole different beast when it comes to the world of production. That man had everything down packed before he even walked in the door. I was there for 5 days. We worked on 2 songs, one of which is coming out Friday. The next is coming out in the near future. And we will, he's just amazing. He is that guy. As people say, I've heard people talk to me about him like that. He is that guy. He is just the industry standard. If I had to put it in a way that would make sense, he is the industry standard.
I love that. I love that for you. What do you want to say as you look back over your life? What do you want to say to your future self, Cali? Like next 10, 20 years, where do you want to be?
I want to be able to tour. I want to be able to do these festivals, these shows on a regular basis. I want to make this my life. You know what I mean? This is my passion. This is my dream. I want to make it happen. And if I would say anything to my old self 20 years ago, from 20 years in the future, I would just keep on trucking, man. Just keep on trucking.
Keep on trucking, baby.
Just keep on moving.
Keeping on.
You know, we always say on the show, time always flies when you're having so much fun, my friend. Please come back on the show when the next release is going to drop. You know, coming up April is Jazz Appreciation Month. Yes. And, you know, music, I don't know what y'all do, but I have to tell you, the song, when I heard the song, Midnight Short, it had my heart smiling. So I'm just telling you what music does.
It means a lot. Thank you so much.
It does. It really means a lot.
Can I get a vinyl? I love, listen, vinyl's coming back. Vinyl is coming back.
If you contact me on my website, I can set that up for you, buddy. No problem. Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm getting
We love it.
Listen, guys, yes, we host them, but we pay the artists for their material. We don't expect a hookup. We pay for it because anyone who knows in this industry, it is expensive to produce music.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
And you guys spend more money on a cup of coffee that you're going to eventually drink and it's going to go down the toilet. As opposed to this record you buy. See, I'm old school. See, I'm talking about record. Music you buy, you stream it, you buy the record, you buy the CD. You can play it over and over and over and over again. That cup of coffee you buy, you drink it, it's gone, it's over. If they make it correct.
That's true.
Are we talking about 8-track or are we talking about vinyl, cassette? Where are we at in this?
Listen, I like it all. I'll take it all. Vinyl, a cassette, CD.
Hey,
we'll take what we can
music's
get.
music, right?
Music is music. We love that.
100%.
Y'all, Mr. Cali Jones, go over to CaliJonesMusic.com. His latest release, Midnight Strut, drops at midnight this Friday. And if you don't go get the album, I'm telling you all, shame on you.
Shame on you.
Hashtag, you see the shirt.
On you.
Shame on you. Cali, anything you want to say before we go?
Yeah, just keep streaming that song, everybody. Thank you guys so much for the support in the near and from going in the past and the future and now. Thank you guys so much for everything you guys have done. I can't wait to see what the future holds, and I hope you'll be with me to see it.
We sure will.
We love it. Can you stick around for a minute, Cali?
100%.
We love that. Hey guys, another great show, right, Dr. G?
Listen, we say all the time that music is just healing. Yeah. Good music just takes you there to that place where you can just vibe out, chill, relax. Just get the music. Get the music.
Good. And we appreciate your support. Everybody that has supported Artist Talk, our 10th season. Thank you, our Facebook family, my YouTube family, my TikTok family. Thank you all so much for coming on the show, sharing, commenting in the chat. We don't take that for granted. We appreciate you all. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week. Remember, always take care of yourself and be kind to others. Don't forget to go over to K.Ward Radio on Facebook, K.Ward Radio on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and share the page, y'all. You can join me each and every Saturday on WVAS-FM 90.7, Alabama State University. And go over to KWardRadio.com. All my information will be listed there. Anything you want to say, Dr. G?
Thank you. Good night. God bless.
couple killers done, and everybody's going to really dig it. It's kind of almost a throwback to Quiet Storm and super sexy, soulful, urban type of music. You're going to love it.
It's going to be very sexy.